Hi, I'm John. My dad and I love motorbikes. However, we never got to ride together, and in 2020, I lost Dad to cancer. I was devastated and lost my way a little. That wasn't until I had a great idea. I would take the memory of my dad on a motorcycle journey around the coast of Great Britain, and whilst doing it, I would raise money for the hospice that looked after my dad. So here's my journey. Just me, myself, and my dad. Here's what happened.
Hey guys, welcome to a nice morning in Peterhead. They gave it horrid rain this morning, but I think it must have happened overnight because everything's really wet. So that means hopefully I'll get a dry ride. I'm all packed up. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because it's only 6:15. Okay. Oh, gonna have a wet bum. Winter gloves because it was cold on the bike yesterday. I like these gloves, but they're a pain to get on and off. It's going to be noisy. Let's go. So today is an exciting one because we're going to John Groats. That's like north, as north as you can go, so that will be a real big deal to get out there. I'm really excited. The morning will be quite a lot of small roads, but then it's when I get past Inverness, that's then the North Coast 500 I believe, and then it's pretty much one road, or a couple of roads, just all the way up to John Groats, so it should be a nice ride today. But hopefully the weather will keep fair for the next few days for my little Highland adventure. But yeah, so for now let's get to that next town up and get some breakfast and some, more importantly, some coffee. It is a cracking morning today. Look at the sunrise. Yeah, places like this, a lot of coastal places, how nice they look really is very dependent. Oh, look at that sunrise. Wow. It's really dependent on, actually I might have a bit of that action. I think we need a photograph. But it's really dependent on the weather. You know, if you have a nice day, often the place looks nice. If it's a rainy day, it can look a bit rubbish. Oh, I'm not allowed this way. Oh well, it's really early, no one will mind. Just want a picture. Okay, repulsively disgusting photo opportunity finished. Let's go get some breakfast and some fuel. Look at this, fuel and McDonald's and an Asda. What more could a man want in the morning before a long journey? I don't really want to have McDonald's every morning, but I will tell you this much, it's convenient. So they don't actually give huge rain today, but I just got that vibe, so I just thought, full waterproofs, let's get some fuel. So now I've finished faffing around with fuel, jackets, everything else. It's 10 to 8. It's time to get going, hit the road properly. Have a full belly. I've got all my waterproofs on. So it should be very, very warm and very, very waterproof. So hopefully that should sort me out now for today. So I think really it's just about getting to Inverness, which is like the first leg, if you like. Once I pass Inverness, it's the North Coast 500. So let's get this show on the road. You can see the road snaking around the hillside. This is wonderful, wonderful riding. This is like a 10-mile route as well, so I've got 10 miles of this. It's going to be hard not to film the whole darn thing. I'm sorry for John in the future who has to edit this. It's a lot more fun riding it than it is editing it. Look at that! Oh. Do you know, I put my waterproofs on and it looks like it's going to clear up. Thing is, I don't take them off because the moment I take them off, the rain will start again. I was just thinking actually that my dad, he had for his 60th birthday, which was July 2019, my sister and brother-in-law got him a Honda CB500, I think he had the 500N. And do you know what? That would have been great up here. You know, you can imagine him riding around with me here. Oh God, I'm going to set myself off again. I can't talk about Dad and motorbikes without crying. It sets me off. But you know, it got me thinking about bikes generally, and you know, I've seen so many big adventure bikes, you know, like the big GS's and, you know, Triumph 1200 Tigers and stuff, and they're beautiful bikes. They're so expensive. I mean, you know, you get a decent spec one these days new and they're like 20 grand or something, or there or thereabouts. You know, here I am on my van, which is, you know, they're going up in value now because they're becoming a bit rare, but, you know, a few grand, you know, maybe 2 or 3 grand for a good one. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what bike you want, just get a bike and just come for a ride. You know, this is a perfect example. You know, this little 125, it's got a top speed normally of about 55. You know, down a hill it will do more, and up a hill it does a lot less. But, you know, it's got me all the way up here. And today I'm going to be at the very, well, touch wood, I'm going to be at the very tip of the country, you know, John and Groats. So you don't necessarily need anything, you know, super fancy or expensive or powerful. You just need something. I suppose the best bike is the bike that you're on, not necessarily the one that you want. It will take you anywhere. You know, you can, I dare say, travel the world, you know. But certainly the UK, there's so many nice places to see. So yeah, get a bike, guys. Whether it's a local adventure or a big adventure like this, it doesn't matter. Just find stuff. It's all out there. Well, that was an absolutely stunning road. Best road I've ridden yet on this trip. It was the B9031 to Rosehearty. And wow. If you're coming this way, check out that road if you're on a motorbike. If you're in a car, don't bother, it's too narrow and you'll hate it. But if you're on a motorbike, I keep doing that, I keep missing second gear. I don't know if it's the bike or it's me. I'm going to say it's me. But anyway, that road, whatever it was, I've forgotten the name already. Rewind it if you want to know what it is. But the road to Rosehearty, right, if you're on a motorbike, just take it easy. It's a little greasy around some of those corners. And it's very narrow and there's a lot of blind hairpins and lots of opportunity for instant death. But yeah, beautiful road. Ah, Macduff. Isn't that a beer in Simpsons? Anyway, Inverness, let's go. My first sign for the NC 500. That's the North Coast 500. So that's cool. That's a milestone in itself. So I think I'm going to start looking for somewhere to have maybe a lunch. I need fuel, and I need a comfort stop, as we say when we're in the office. So, Grenade bar update. Today I had a chocolate chip cookie dough. I think it's the best one yet. It was delicious. The chocolate on it was nice. Had a layer of caramel, which I think was unnecessary, but it had it, and that was good. Lots of chocolate chips. The texture was a lot better. Also, I had it down here in my Builtwell pack, and maybe it had gotten really cold, so therefore it firmed up a bit, so that helped the texture. And this one gets an 8. That gives me some leeway for something if it's really good. That birthday cake one was bullshit. So the birthday cake one gets a 1 out of 10. But yeah, this one, chocolate cookie dough. 8 out of 10. Nice. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, so I may sing forevermore. You're the one I long for, the one I worship and adore. Blah, 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 blah. That was a song for someone very special out there. I hope you enjoyed it. Back there was the Royal Police Academy. I just instantly think of Police Academy as in the American show. Da, 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 da. Now, most of you guys won't actually know me personally, but those of you who do won't believe that this has happened by accident. So, I was riding along, my battery ran out on my GoPro and I'm a bit hungry, and I'm thinking, oh, I need to pull over the side of the road. And since I read signs now, look what I just found. Can you read that? That's the Glenmorangie Highland Distillery and gift shop. So I'll have a look. Very excited. It's worth noting, I think most people dress up a little better when they come here. I don't care. I'm on a charity mission. What are these people doing? They're just drinking. I'm on a charity mission and I'm drinking. I don't know who I'm kidding now. I can't buy a big bottle because I won't fit it on the bike. Needs must. There's the visitor centre. Going in there because well, riding the bike, can't I? Ooh, food. Go have a look. So I did make a purchase, but the problem is I couldn't fit much on my motorbike, could I? So just got a Diddy one, but that'll be alright, won't it? This is a food truck.
Are you just passing by, or?
Yeah, I'm riding around the country on a motorcycle.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So you're going like right up north? Or?
Yeah, I'm on the way to John Groats now, stopping there, and then I'll go around North Coast 500,
Yeah.
go south.
Wales,
cool.
Right. So how long are you doing the trip for?
It's 19 days.
Oh, right, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's for charity. I lost my dad a couple of years ago, so I'm raising money for the hospice that looks after him. So
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice
not doing too bad.
for you to do. Oh, that's awesome. Serving back home, cheering you on from
Yeah.
the sofa.
They are. They're pretty worried about me. I hit some bad rain the other day. So
Yeah.
It's,
Did you get caught in it?
I did. It was nasty, but it was okay. I got through it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be you.
I didn't want to be me. That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
You enjoy. I hope the rest of your trip goes well.
Oh, I hope you have
No
a.
more storms or...
Oh well, what happens happens.
Yeah.
But hope you have a busy afternoon. See you later. Bye bye.
So I have roast chicken, honey mustard mayo and rocket sandwiches, and salt vinegar flavour crisps. Nice. See you in a bit.
So that's it, guys. That's my mini tour of the Glenmorangie distillery over and done with. Probably time to hit the road again and head up to John O'Groats. But thanks for having me, Glenmorangie. It was a real surprise to be here. I had no idea you were even here till I drove by. The road by. I'll be back. Next time, I promise I'll be better dressed. And I think the girlfriend should drive, because I want to tour and I want to smash some of this beautiful whiskey. I actually only had my first Glenmorangie a couple of weeks ago, or about a week ago, at my best friend's wedding. Dennis, if you're watching this, thank you for the whiskey. It was very nice indeed. I must admit though, isn't really very much that would fit on the bike, so I just had to make do with a little 10-year-old jobby. But that should hold me over for a few days. Actually, when I go round, when I get to Isle of Skye, I'm going to hit the Talisker distillery. I should say that quietly because Talisker's slightly different to Glenmorangie, isn't it? But anyway, I have to see how they compare. But yeah, great to be here, and I can't wait to come back. I think it's time to go. Let's find the van and get out of here.
that weird craggly castle over there. And then the sort of old house as well. And then this creepy graveyard. Kind of a creepy place really, don't you think? Look at that. I must get some weather. Well, I built my first castle on a swamp, and it fell into the swamp. Then I built another one, and that fell into the swamp too. And then the third one I built really well in the swamp, and that burnt down, caught fire, and then fell into the swamp. But this castle, laddie, this castle stayed up, and they all said I was mad. But what you're going to be getting, my lad, is the strongest castle in these here isles. But I don't want a castle, Father. Why? What are you talking about? Well, you see, I just want to sing. If you haven't seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what's wrong with you? Speaking of what's wrong with you, what the f*** is this guy doing? What the fuck was he in? Was that like, I don't know what it was. Was that Help for Heroes, the flag he had on it? I think it might have been. I'll have to search for him later. Say this is an unforgiving landscape. Now I know I'm close because this is my hotel tonight. John O'Groats guest house. John O'Groats! Woo! Gentlemen. Oh, I'm staying there later. This is it, John O'Groats.
That's it, guys. Me and the mighty van. We made it to John O'Groats. Would you believe it? It's really busy here though. Man, it's just with that, it's time to stick on the board. There we go. So where do you reckon? Just there. There you go. Moto Coupe has been here.
It's been jolly good. Let's just walk it down the hill. It's probably started raining. I quite like a John O'Groats sticker. I'll go into the tourist thing round the corner and see if I can get one. Just as it starts bucketing it down. Oh! What the? Oh, damn it. I've taken off all my waterproofs for the picture. Typical. Absolutely typical. Oh, my GoPro's going to get all wet as well. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the gift shop and I'm going to probably put my GoPro away. So guys, I'll see you at the hotel.
Hi guys, how's it going? So that's the end of day 5 and what a great day it's been. Really superb. I can honestly say it's the first day of this whole trip where I felt really in control of my schedule. I felt like I started in good time. I don't know, I didn't get caught up too much. I just sort of got to where I needed to go. I was finished by 3:30 and that's much better. And then I decided again to do a guest house rather than camp, which I think turned out to be a really good idea because the weather is not so good tonight. But yeah, notable things today. I mean, I've got to say that bit of road in Aberdeenshire, North Aberdeenshire, or the coast. So basically, after I left, what was it called, Fraserburgh, something like that. After I left there and headed west, all the way along, really to well, not quite Inverness. It was Elgin, something like that. All that was just some of the best roads I think I've probably ever ridden. It was just beautiful, really, really incredible. And well, what can I say? And then the ride actually up here to John O'Groats through the mist was just, well, it was challenging, wasn't it? I mean, I'm sure you'll see from the footage it was pretty out there. And then, of course, stopping at the distillery, Glenmorangie Distillery, that was a real nice surprise. So I really enjoyed that. I would quite like to go back there, actually. I'm sure I've said that a billion times about lots of different things, but yeah, it was good. So with that, let me show you on the map where I've been. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm kind of running out of map now because I finished up here. So down here I was at Peterhead, and then I basically came along like this up here-ish towards Rosehearty, and around here is Fraserburgh, where I kind of stopped. I got some good sunset shots and all that sort of stuff, but then basically I followed the coast. So it was like this, really. I just followed the coast all the way along here, which was just superb. I came under Elgin or whatever it's called, and all like this, all the way down to sort of Inverness. Then I crossed that lovely bridge at Inverness. I then came sort of up here over another nice bridge down like this, and then I ended up at the Glenmorangie Distillery up here, which was just fantastic. And then after that it was all about the North Coast 500, wasn't it? So then I've come along here and basically just followed this path all the way up past Wick, and then all the way up to Bosch, John O'Groats right at the top. So with that, there's the map of the entire Great Britain. I have gone from all the way down here, down in Seaford, to the very tip of Great Britain, and that's been, what did I say it was, 1,285 miles over 5 days. So that's pretty nuts, isn't it? I think it's nuts. Yeah, it's a real milestone to be here now. Feels probably, to be honest, it feels quite emotional. I did kind of wonder how I'd feel when I got to John O'Groats, and I think when I got there, I started to get a bit upset. But then there was just loads of people everywhere. And loads of little yappy dogs everywhere all over John O'Groats, so it kind of stopped me from being a bit too reflective and emotional. But it is quite a big deal being up here for me. I feel like I've really achieved something now. I feel like all the grafting over the last few days has been worth it. But we're not finished, and actually just because I'm at John O'Groats doesn't mean I'm at the most northerly point of Great Britain. That feat is yet to be accomplished, and I shall do that tomorrow. But I'll tell you all about that tomorrow. For now, it's I've just got to finish uploading all my footage from today, and then yeah, get some sleep, because I really haven't been sleeping very well for a mixture of reasons. But I'm hoping to get some quality sleep tonight. And actually, the next 3 days are all North Coast 500, and they're all shorter days. They're all like 150 odd miles, something like that. So I'm shaving a good 100 miles off a day. So that's going to make so much difference. I can really enjoy the next 3 days before heading back down into England. But anyway, thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you really loved it, subscribe. And there'll be plenty more videos. So it's only day 5 and there are 19 in total. So, you know, follow me, see how I get on. Hopefully I don't disappoint anyone. Hopefully these videos are okay. But stay safe, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio. So by way of bonus content, Glenmorangie and a teacup, because it's all I have. I have a little water in here. I usually always drink one whiskey with ice. It kind of dilutes the whiskey a little, but since I don't have any ice, I just put a little bit of water in the bottom of the cup to simulate what would happen with the ice. So let's take that off. Here we go. It's been a long day, don't judge me. Right, so I would like to toast two people. First of all, we had a very sad bit of news today. The Queen has passed away. We'll miss you, Queen Elizabeth. You've been a fantastic queen. You've dedicated your entire life to the people of this country, and yeah, I nothing but respect and admiration for you. So, to the Queen, cheers. And then, secondly, to my dad. Obviously, this trip is in honour of you, and yeah, me and the family, myself, my mum, my sister, my brother-in-law, and all of our family. You know, we miss you every day. So, cheers, Dad.